So we're going to be releasing this video right at the open, maybe 15 minutes before, but essentially what I'm doing today is going very heavy on AMC. Now in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why, and I also want to do a video going over Robinhood CEO on CNBC. He kind of tries to justify what he did yesterday, and I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty pissed off. I think that everyone that's already been in on AMC, GME, and all these other short sales, I think they're going to go all in tomorrow, and tomorrow is going to be a very wild day. I see AMC hitting 30, maybe $35 just tomorrow, maybe even Monday. Things are gonna get pretty crazy. Be careful, do your own due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just gonna be going over what I'm doing going into tomorrow. Let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is knock out the video in the beginning. Vlad Tenev, the CEO of Robinhood, is on CNBC once again, and today he's explaining why they shut down futures to help you, the investor. But don't worry, to help you, he let you only sell your stocks. You couldn't buy any more, so you could just sell them. So in theory, the stock could only go down. Believe him, he's the CEO. I recommend really watching this video, especially if you're on Robinhood, the platform, because this should tell you if you should be on that platform anymore. This is who runs it. I know some of these other brokers also did the same thing, but Robinhood ultimately made that first step, as all these other brokerages did not make the first step. Robinhood made the first move to do this.
We've been following GameStop all morning. As you know, the stock pairing some of the gains after we reported that Melvin Capital now telling us that it has closed out its short position. This story of GameStop's wild ride, just the latest example of retail investor participation in the markets reaching new heights and euphoria in some cases. The CEO and co-founder of Robinhood, Vlad Tenev, writing an op-ed for CNBC.com out this morning. It's titled, "Becoming an Investor is the New American Dream, just like home ownership was before." He writes, quote, "For people in my native Bulgaria, managing money was a simple proposition with just two options, keeping savings in the state bank or stashing it rather in under the mattress." In a conversation that I had with him yesterday, I started out by asking him how his upbringing affected him and his decision to create this company.
After the fall of the Berlin Wall and communism, there was a period of economic stability leading up to hyperinflation in the mid-90s. So, I saw my relatives' pensions get decimated, and part of what is so powerful about the financial system is had people been given the ability to invest in a wide variety of assets, then there are options that are reasonable. And so I think I really came to value how powerful the American financial system is and has been as a wealth creation tool. And that really motivated our mission, which is to give everyone access to the financial system and make it available to as many people as possible.
And we've talked a lot about your efforts to democratize investing for an entire generation, really for the first time. But I want to ask you in particular about this quote in the op-ed. You say, "Those who question the capability of retail investors do not have the interests of everyday Americans at heart." You write it's wrong. It's wrong to view the arrival of increasing numbers of retail investors in the market with dismay. There is a considerable amount of dismay at this moment within the marketplace, if you will, in part about this younger generation of investors and whether they have the wherewithal and the knowledge to properly be investing. What do you say to that?
Well, I would say two things. First of all, of course, we believe in education and that people should be informed. And in fact, we've made lots of progress and very significant updates. Just last week, we announced a revamped Robinhood Learn portal, which aims to take people from being first-time investors and teaching them basic concepts all the way through to more advanced concepts around investing. So obviously, I think education is going to be something that we're going to continue to invest in, and tools to make sure we really enable first-time investors to become long-term investors. But the other thing I would mention is that, I have an opportunity to talk to Robinhood customers, and one of the things I enjoy doing is sitting in on customer research, which is a big part of our product development. And there's a lot of times where we hear this feedback that Robinhood is one of the first products and companies that treats people like they're adults and meets them where they are. So many times you hear, and we've heard our customers saying that, other financial institutions or advisors are trying to sell me products, trying to tell me that I shouldn't be investing my own money and that I should leave that to the experts. And Robinhood is the first company that's actually treating me like an adult and giving me and meeting me where I'm at in my investing journey and giving me the tools to empower myself to manage my finances. So we hear that a lot. And I think that resonates with us and the mission very strongly. Of course, we need education, but I think this idea that all retail investors are unsophisticated, they shouldn't be managing their money, and they should leave that to the experts or institutions is a notion that we just have to move past.
We're going to get right into the actual prices of some of these stocks on the after hours right now. It's about 9:47 p.m. Central Time, so they're going to fluctuate over the next 2 hours, but they should be closing pretty soon, and then coming into like 5 a.m. we'll start seeing some more action. I figure these are going to be highly moving in the morning, and we're going to see very big volatility going to tomorrow. Okay, the first one is actually going to be GameStop. As you see, we're at $311 from $193 on the after hours. So from 4 p.m. all the way till 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we're sitting at $312, a 61% move. The next one up is going to be AMC at $1130. Only about a 30% move. I think there's tons of room to run here. We've already tested that $19 level, so there's no doubt in my mind that cash is going to be flowing into here. Now, GameStop's getting that bigger move because I think it's the original short squeeze here, and they're actually going to look at the actual high short interest here. So you can look this up for yourself. Just type in highshortinterest.com, and this is what comes up. So these are basically the most shorted stocks that you see. You can actually see the short interest. GameStop leading the pack at 138%. You can actually go to all and go look at these. So it goes GameStop, Space, which is Virgin Galactic, and then AMC. AMC is at about 69%. Space is at 81%, which I think Space is another great play going into tomorrow. I will most likely be playing it in the Discord. And then GameStop at 140. If we're looking at these, honestly, I think GameStop might be the riskiest play just because they're so expensive, the premiums. So most likely I will not be touching those. The ones I'm going to be most looking at are going to be AMC and also Space. Let's actually go take a quick look at Space's chart. Okay, so if we look at Space in the after hours, we're only sitting at $44, a 2% move in the after hours compared to 30%, and then almost a 60% move by GameStop. Now, if we come to the chart, you can see we're actually looking kind of bearish. Honestly, if we look here, just drawing something really quick, you can see we're kind of flagging and then getting that breakdown, testing, and it looks like we want to go back down. But if we look at the after hours, we know that obviously isn't true because we're getting a push to that $44 level right below that VWAP, which isn't surprising that we're sitting below it on the after hours. I think Space has tons of room to run. Maybe that $60 push could happen easily. I think a lot of people going against these short sellers are going to be moving back into the market. One, I think tons of people are pissed about what's happening. That's what we have to take into account. Not only are they investing, but now they're investing pretty angry, and Robinhood's becoming open to the market. The real question is how long will they keep the trading actually open to the public and not lock it up again. This one is AMC. This actually looked pretty interesting. So I had this zone marked from my last video. If you actually watched it, then you would actually have this marked. This $7 range was a pretty big resistance and support. That's where we came down today and touched, but you couldn't buy it because the funds were locked. We couldn't trade any of these stocks, so that's awesome. Initially, we want to see a break and hold above this level. As you see, this is actually going to be a key support and resistance flip. Also, this daily open is going to be pretty big as well. So I figure we're going to get a break straight through this level like this, coming to right here, get a little bit of rejection and get some more upside pushing us like that. Now the volume's gonna be pretty quick, so you're honestly gonna have to use a very short time frame. Now I typically don't post my videos like this, but I think the profits are gonna be fairly large going into tomorrow. And also I'll have my live stream going all day long tracking all these stocks. It's gonna be primarily GameStop, AMC, and Space. Those are gonna be ones on the stream, and I might have Nokia thrown in there as well. Just click on my page down below, and then I'll actually have the live stream going. You hear the Wall Street Bet Boys talking, and then you can actually follow along, and I'll probably pop in and out throughout the day. The last one we're going to talk about is GameStop, and we're pushed up to about this level right here, this $13, $12 range, right there, about right there. So that's a pretty large gap, as you can see, just clearly gapping. One above the VWAP, two above the daily open. This is looking pretty bullish. And if we actually take a look at the OBV, this is going to be spiking massively up. Definitely going to be breaking those highs. We see this 40 range being broken tomorrow. People aren't going to be happy. The only question here is how long will Robinhood and these exchanges keep them open, not restrict the trading? If they do not restrict the trading, we are pushing new highs on every single one of these short squeezes. Now, what's going on in the market is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience, so that's why I'm trading this right now. This is not primarily how I trade. I'm very risk adverse, but overall, I'm extremely pissed at what's going on, and I'm going to play this. I think this is kind of where the state of where the economy is, where most retail investors are. They're pissed off and they're investing because they want to make the money now, and they're overall just kind of don't care about the risk now. Going into tomorrow, AMC, I'm targeting $30 to $35. GameStop, I don't have a clear-cut target. I think we break the highs of 480 though. I think that's pretty easily possible. The fact that we're holding above 300 and the markets aren't even really open yet, people are just sticking orders in, that has me pretty bullish as well. The only factor going into tomorrow is, will they restrict trading again? It's possible, but I think these exchanges are pretty concerned with the SEC now, because what they did is 100% wrong. It's unjust. It has to be illegal. I mean, they had no rules that were actually being broken. They made the deal where you can only sell the stock. If anything, they should just lock the whole stock. That's what should happen. They should just lock it. They should just halt the trading, not just allow you to sell. So I'm very bullish on all these stocks. Tomorrow is going to be a very wild day. Let's see how it goes. If you click on my name down below, go to the channel page. The live stream will be up all day long. Periodically, I will pop in and out of the stream, but overall, you'll be able to see every single stock trading, and then members of the Discord will also be in there talking all day long. Have a good one, guys. Namaste.